sense of heaviness. Surrender the weight of your bones, remembering that we are 70% water. So we should not feel so stiff. Allow yourself to melt into the earth, honoring the water element and the earth element. As you take an inhale, feel your spine elongate, your crown reaching toward the heavens. Honor the air element. And then tune in to your heart flame, your energetic heart center, and honor the fire element there. See if you can find a picture of your heart flame or a feeling of it, and then pour love and compassion onto it and see if it changes. Inhale right into your heart center. Pour love onto your heart flame. Watch it grow. And exhale it out every cell in every direction. And then sending your energy, your attention down through the layers and layers of earth to the fiery core, the heart center of the earth. And breathe in that universal life force energy up through all the plants and minerals, breathing it in through the soles of your feet, through your lower energy centers, and feeling it merge with your heart flame. Pour love onto that mix. Exhale it out every cell in every direction. And then sending your attention to the heavens, to the farthest, brightest star. Inhale that white light and all the intelligence of the universe. Inhale that through your crown chakra. Feel the particles of light igniting your neurons as it goes through your spinal cord, out to every cell of your body, creating new neural pathways. Let's simultaneously inhale the energies of earth and sky, feeling them merge with your heart flame. Pour love and compassion onto that mix. And exhale out every cell in every direction. As you breathe and as you just sit and be, know that we are all vibrational beings. Allow the sound of this singing bowl to raise our vibration and the vibration of the planet and the beings around us. Your next inhale, if you would, reach out wide through the fingertips and bring your palms together overhead, allowing the heel of the hand and all the finger pads to meet. Let the elbows remain bent at first, and then with your next in-breath, lift the armpit, lift the heart as the spine elongates. Maybe the upper arms move back, and then reach through the fingertips to hug your upper arms around your ears. As you surrender into the weight of your sitting bones, reach your fingers skyward while pulling your shoulder blades down the back body. Shoulders are active, your core is engaged. Take a big in-breath. Exhale, release your hands to the front of your heart. And if you would, join me in chanting an Om. Let's inhale. Om. simply bow your head so that your lips maybe meet your fingertips. Just honoring yourself, honoring the others who've come to this practice. Your head, raise your hands. Move it. And then let's plant the left hand down and drop your knees over to one side. And then just lift up your hips here and opening up the side of the body. And then maybe slide the top foot, the right foot out. And then try to bring that left knee to the top and stand up onto the knee and the foot. And then reaching over the other way, lengthening through the left side of the body. So allow the hand to rest on your thigh, but reach through these upper fingertips. Maybe gaze up at the sky. And take a big inhale. Exhale, release the left hand down first, and then make your way to plank pose. Or some core stabilization. Yes, sorry, we're turned around on your mats. So just pausing here in your plank pose, wiggle your toes back as far as they can go so that you're finding as much length as you can, and try to be as much as you can on the top of your toes rather than the balls of your feet. So as if you were to roll over from your plank to your down dog, try to find yourself on the tippy top of your toes. Lift your diaphragm. As you lift your diaphragm, it's going to take the roundness out of your back, but should be the same height as your shoulders. Reach through the crown of the head so you're feeling as long as you can possibly feel. And just holding this plank pose is core stabilization, one of the best ways to build a strong core. Roll your elbows inward. If need be, drop to your knees, but we want to use the arms, so try to lower until your upper arms are hugging your ribs, Dakota. Until your upper arms are hugging your ribs. Pause, drop to the knees if need be, but hold this for 8, 6, 2, and slowly lower all the way down. And then bring your fingers wider than your mat, right alongside your chest. And I call this spider fingers, where the tips of your fingers are gripping, but the palm is lifted. And lift the elbows up, lift the shoulder blades off the back body. So you're squeezing those upper back muscles, engaging the upper back muscles. Inhale, and sort of peel up, allowing the top of your head to come up last. Externally rotate the shoulders so the heart moves forward, and all the back muscles are engaged. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down, letting the elbows really stay lifting. So I'm really pressing in with my fingertips. My arms are really active. I'm going to lower my forehead onto the floor. And then inhale, press into the fingertips and rise up. Externally rotate the shoulders so the heart moves forward. Exhale one more time, slowly lower down. Let the forehead touch. Let your glutes remain relaxed, but press the tops of your feet into the floor. Inhale again, letting the head come up last. Peel up as high as you can. Externally rotate, move the shoulders off the back body. Heart moves forward. And exhale and fold. And let's make our way, pressing your hands beside your chest again. Let's press our toes into the floor. Lift your knees, lift your thighs. Lift your hips, lift your belly, lift your chest. Exhale and push the floor away, trying to rise up. I call that a real push-up. And then we're going to make our way to the other side. So bring your right knee up and onto the floor. Left hand over and turn and come to that variation of Vashisthasana or side plank. Really reaching up through the fingertips, maybe gazing up at the sky. And then bring your knees together, let your hips come down, reaching through the side of the body. And then inhale and make your way right back to cross legs. Inhale and raise the arms. Exhale and bow forward, just lengthening and extending the back muscles. Press into your sitting bones. So if you push the floor away from you with your hands, it'll roll you more onto the back of your sitting bones so you feel more of a stretch through the lower back. Let's keep this yogi big toe hold and lift up, trying to bring the legs towards straight. It's okay if they stay a little bent. If you can bring them all the way straight, that's wonderful. This is Urdhva Paschimottanasana. And then if you're able to keep the legs lifted and release the hands, you can bring them to the floor if need be. You can keep the knees at 90 degrees if need be, or the full extension of the pose is straight legs and arms outstretched. Again, core stabilization here in Navasana or boat pose. Inhale, grab behind the knees, yogi big toe, and right back to your Baddha Konasana, bound angle. And again, just lengthen with your in-breath. Externally rotate the shoulders as much as possible. Press the soles together and reach out through the knees. And one more time through that. I'm going to lift up my feet, find my balance on my sitting bones, and then Dakota, go lay down. Extend, finding Urdhva Paschimottanasana. And then if you're able, release the feet, but keep the legs lifted for Navasana or boat pose. Breathe. And if you wish, we can add breath of fire to heat things up a little more. Lift behind the knees, grab the big toe hold, back to Baddha Konasana. So breath of fire is a forced inhalation and forced exhalation through the nose, and it creates internal fire to help us to detox, remove toxins from the body. So just pressing into the soles of the feet, reaching out through the knees, and then moving into Janu Sirsasana or knee head pose. Send the left foot forward, keep the right foot pressing into the left thigh. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, we're going to round out, almost like cat pose, rounding and trying to take the crown of your head towards your knee. This is where Janu Sirsasana, knee head pose, gets its name. So if you can reach your foot or your shin, actually try to really pull back on your foot. That's going to engage the back muscles even more. Inhale. Exhale and soften and round. Lift up the elbows as you lower the top of your head towards your knee. And then one more time, just pull back, almost like you're trying to, lift yourself up, but you're hanging on by your foot or your shin. Inhale. Exhale and soften and round. Lift up the elbows, but take the crown of the head towards your knee. And inhale to rise up, bringing the left foot with you, back to Baddha Konasana or bound angle. Pressing the soles of the feet together, reaching out through the knees. Sit nice and tall, big inhale. Exhale, extend the right leg out, pressing the sole of the foot into the thigh. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, rounding forward. So I'm really squeezing my belly onto the front of my spine. And I grab my foot or my shin, and then really pull back. So you're going to get a stretch through the shoulders. All the back muscles, all up and down the spine are getting a nice stretch. Take an inhale. As you exhale, just soften, lift up the elbows, drop the crown of the head towards the knee. And next time you exhale, pull back, really stretching all the back muscles as you continuously press the sole of your foot into the thigh. One more time, exhale, soften, round, lift up the elbows. Inhale to rise up and bring the soles of the feet together one last time in Baddha Konasana. And then to move on, Let's place our fingertips on the floor, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, and lift up into a squat. So if you're able to keep the heels down at first, do so. If you're able to keep the knees hugging together, do so. And just pausing here. Malasana, or the squat, is a nice release on the low back. And then let your fingertips go to the floor and lift up into a forward fold. So my fingertips are a little farther forward than usual. My hips are leaning back this time. So I'm working towards straight legs. Now I want to go right back to that squat, and I'm going to first try to connect my ribs to my thighs. I'm almost like hanging on with my fingers, the weight's in my heels. And then I'm going to slowly lower my hips, pausing where my thighs are parallel with the floor, Ardha Utkatasana, half fierce pose, and then continuing, letting my hips come all the way down until I find myself in that squat again, knees hugging together. This time maybe fingertips reach up and out. Inhale. Exhale, release your fingertips way out in front of you and slowly lift, bringing the thighs until they're parallel with the floor. Once again, Ardha Utkatasana, half fierce pose. Reach the fingertips forward, nice flat back. Fingertips reaching away from the sitting bones. Keep the thighs where they are. Breathe into those strong legs. Inhale, begin to peel the chest up. Continuously tucking the tailbone, lifting the chest, and sinking the knees a little deeper. So hands are up off the floor. Yep, and you're slowly peeling up the chest. Thighs are parallel with the hips. And pause, breathe into these strong leg muscles, lift the chest. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, rise up. Coming all the way up onto your tippy toes and reaching the fingertips skyward for Urdhva Hastasana. If you need to lower the heels, lower them. And we'll move back through this, sinking my hips, trying to sink my hips back. A little different when you're on the toes. We can't really have the weight in the heels. Pause, lower the chest. Nice flat back, reaching the fingertips away from the sitting bones. Lower the heels, let the fingertips graze the floor. Bring the legs towards straight. Again, the fingertips are out almost as far as you can walk them. Pushing into your fingertips will cause your hips to move back some. Maybe your ribs, your lower ribs, are connecting to your thighs. Spread your toes wide. Lift your inner ankles. Sink way back into the hips like your fingertips are causing you to hang on. Inhale. And exhale. Unfurl the shoulders, heart moves forward. And then stepping the feet nice and wide. Preparing for goddess pose. So my toes can be pointing slightly outward. Tuck the tail under, but try to keep the glutes kind of loose. Externally rotate the shoulders, maybe coming up to goalpost arms, but really active. So I'm squeezing my elbows down and back, shoulder blades coming toward one another. Big inhale, exhale, and sink deeply. So we tend to want to protect ourselves here and stay up nice and high. Think of just letting gravity sink your weight, and does that make everybody go nice and deep? It does. Pausing here, inhale, and exhale. Let's take it to a twist. I'm going to just sweep my arms around. My right hand goes to the outside of my left knee. My left hand might hook on my outer right hip, and I'm moving my left shoulder off the back body. Sink deeper into the legs. You can do it. Breathe. And inhale, come up to center, back to goalpost arms. One more time. Hold, breathe into those strong leg muscles. Twist. Left hand goes to outer right hip. Back of the right hand hooks the left hip. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep the arms forward. release to a wide fold. Let those legs come to straight, toes point forward. And then walk your fingertips out just as far as you can, lengthening, lengthening. Spread your toes wide, lift your inner ankles. Really press back so that your hips are moving back in space. It feels like you're hanging on with your fingertips. Crown of the head reaches toward the floor. And now we're just going to simply shift our weight forward into our hands. And you feel how that engages your belly muscles. And then shift your weight way back into your heels with an exhale. Inhale, moving forward, shifting the weight into your hands. So it's kind of like a wide leg down dog in a way. Exhale, shift the weight back. Lift the heel of the hand so I'm clinging with my fingers. Inhale, shifting your weight forward in space. Keep the heels down. Feel the belly muscles engage. Hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a big inhale. Exhale, moving way back. Let the heel of the hand slowly lift up. And last time, inhale, moving forward. Feel like you're tightening a corset so that you really stabilize those core muscles. And holding is what really strengthens the core. From here, let's bring our right leg into the center, our right hand into the center, and see if you can open up to a variation, again, of Vashisthasana or side plank. So maybe the left foot comes on top of the right, and you peel open for the full pose. Maybe you've got to drop the right knee down. Whatever works for you to find your variation of side plank. Lift through the hips, breathe, big inhale. Exhale, plant that hand down. Come back up on your toes, find yourself in plank pose. Pausing here. And then let's walk the feet forward and take them wide again. Nice and wide, so we find ourselves back in this wide leg, downward facing dog. Really let the weight of your chest hang. So I'm kind of threading my head through my arms, head going towards my legs. Do you feel the neck and shoulder muscles engaging there? And hopefully find a little rest in this place. And then inhale, moving forward. This time allow your heels to lift. Still feel those belly muscles engaging. Send your head a little even more forward. Weight really coming into the hands. And exhale. Shift your weight way back into your heels. Feel the hands lift. I'm clinging with my fingertips. Big inhale. Slowly shifting the weight forward to this wide leg plank. Breathe into your strong belly muscles. Exhale. Shift your weight back. Hang into the heel. Lift the back knee. Inhale, lift the armpits and the heart, maybe arching the spine just a little bit. And when you exhale, turn the back heel to the mat, finding your way to Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. So your front heel is pointing directly at the back arch. Hips are pointing straight out as if they were headlights, straight out this way. Reach the fingertips away from one another. Float the shoulder blades off the back body. Gaze over the middle finger of the front arm. Now, what if you just let gravity sink your bones a little deeper? And breathe. Press into the pinky toe side of the back foot. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Release your hand onto your thigh. Open your heart by releasing that top shoulder towards the floor. Big inhale. Exhale, release your elbow to the inside edge of the front knee. Making our way to Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. So I want to be pressing into my knee to train my knee to go back, not track inward, but to train it to go back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Release your hand onto your thigh. Open heart by releasing that top shoulder towards the floor. Big inhale. Exhale, release your elbow to the inside edge of the front knee, making our way to Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. So I want to be pressing into my knee to train my knee to go back, not track inward, but to train it to go back. Take your hand on your back hip and just lift it up. As you lift the hip, lift the shoulder, sweep the top arm over the ear, reaching these fingertips away from the back ankle. Become very long in the side of the body. If you wish to go deeper, release this hand to the outside edge and then press your knee firmly into your arm and your arm into your knee. Extended side angle pose. Take a big in-breath, become as long as you can. Lengthen both ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, release the hand to the floor. Lift up the back heel and shift your weight to raise the back leg and then send it up for the standing split. And step together. Uttanasana, forward fold. Let the whole palms press into the floor, even if you have to bend your knees in order to do so. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center and bow to the earth. Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands connect, weight centered, evenly distributed between my feet and my hands. And then I inhale, peel up the hands, crown sweeps forward, flat back. Exhale, melt the heart in the hands. Lift the left leg hip high. Slowly bend the right knee until you touch back into a lunge. Press into the hands, lift up the pelvis, send the right foot back for three-legged plank. Touch down, big inhale. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Externally rotate the shoulders so the heart moves forward. Big inhale. And exhale, sweep the hips up and back for your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, big inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Big inhale. And then lift the left leg hip high, but reach through the heel. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot forward to a lunge. Pausing here, wiggle the back toes back so you become nice and long. Reach the crown of the head away, spread the front toes wide. Bring the hands back like airplane arms. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, rising up to Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Spread the front toes wide, but press into the heel of that front foot. Lift the back knee. Inhale. Lengthen, lifting the armpits and the heart, arching the spine just a little. And next exhale, turn the back foot to the mat. Reach the arms out to a T. Sink deeply into that front knee for Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. And again, can you, first of all, lift up your shoulders. Lift your shoulder blades off the back body. And then let gravity sink you deeper. So you go deeper into the front knee. Breathe. Weight into the pinky toe of the back foot. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Heart opens toward the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, release the elbow to the inside edge. Again, setting up and taking some time to come into Utthita Parsvakonasana for the first time. So really pressing that elbow into the knee so the knee's tracking backward. Take your hand to your hip and peel it open, allowing the shoulder to rise up as well. And then sweep that top arm over the ears and feel the length between the back ankle and the fingertips. And if you would like to go deeper, release your hand to the outside edge of your knee, pressing your knee firmly into your arm, pressing into the pinky toe side of the back foot, and reaching through those front fingertips. Breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Shift your weight so that you can lift up the back leg and then send it all the way up. Head hangs heavy. Standing split. And step together. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So one of my favorite transitions is Eagle Pose or Garudasana, and then Eagle takes flight in Warrior 3. So I like to come into this and out of this some different ways, and then we may add in a Warrior 1 to Warrior 3. We worked on that last week, and it's nice to practice and build upon these. So if you like, you can stay close to one of the barn posts if you're still working on your balance, and then it's there if you need it. So that's a nice comfort. But we'll begin in Tadasana, in mountain pose, feet hips distance apart, toes spread wide. Lift the inner ankles. Tuck the tail slightly and inhale the ribs, rise up away from the pelvis, open heart. And then let's sink down so we can maybe come to goalpost arms, or if you don't have great balance, keep them here. And begin to sink down to Utkatasana or fierce pose again. So I want to keep lifting my shoulders. So I don't want to collapse forward in order for my hips to go down. I want to keep my upper body lifted, but I keep tucking my tailbone, keep lifting continuously, so this isn't to where I just go to this easy chair and stay there. I'm working the whole time because I want to build strength and balance, right? Now, can you shift the weight into your right foot without sinking into the right hip? So just become very heavy in the right foot. Find the tippy toes of the left foot. Now I'm going to lift my left foot as high as I can, keeping a bend in my right knee. And then I want to move it like a twisty tie. Let a little momentum come in and twisty tie your legs together. Maybe you hook the foot behind your shin. Maybe you just press the ankle here. Wherever you are, see if you can sink your hips a little deeper and lift up your chest. And then crossing, left arm under right. If you have your balance, press the palms together, lift the elbows, move the shoulders back, sink a little deeper, take a big in breath. Eagle takes flight, unwind and reach the arms forward or airplane arms to Virabhadrasana 3. But to me, I like to imagine that I am an eagle and I'm flying over the most beautiful precipice. Inhale, rise up, let the back foot come back, sink into the front knee. Virabhadrasana 1. Hands come together, lift the heart, pressing into the back foot to go deeper into the front knee. Let's find our way right back to Utkatasana. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart and slide my back toe forward and come right back to where we started here in Utkatasana, fierce pose, and then come to my goalpost arms, and then become very heavy in my left foot, the right foot on weight. As if you have a string on your knee, lift the knee as high as you can. You want to keep a bend in the standing leg, but as high as you can before wrapping it like a twisty tie. Hooking or pressing into the outside edge. Lift the chest, sink a little deeper into the hips. Breathe into strong leg muscles. Right arm comes under left if you would like to add the arms. Lift the elbows, press the palms together. Pull the shoulders back, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, unfurl. eagle takes flight. So think of the talons of an eagle, and you are gripping a rock or a branch where hardly anyone else can ever go. And then you take flight, and you're gazing at your most beautiful scene. Inhale, pause. Exhale. Next inhale, rise up. So you can bend deeply into the front knee for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, hips pointing forward. Big inhale. Exhale, my hands come to my heart and I slide my back toes forward, sink my hips deeply. Utkatasana, raising the arms if you wish. Lift the chest, sink a little deeper. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Relax. Feel as if your upper body is pouring over from your strong foundation. Let the weight of the head hang heavy. And then begin to press your quadriceps into your femurs so that the legs come more towards straight. Maybe grab inner elbows, bend the base of the upper body, hang nice and heavy. And then maybe walking the elbows. I call this the elephant walk. I feel as if I am a powerful, graceful elephant lumbering through the tall grasses. Pause here. Let fingers touch the floor with your next in-breath. Feel up one vertebrae at a time. Feel as if you're a plant growing up towards the sun, being watered by this beautiful thunder rain. The rain is coming down so nicely to water our plants that need it so badly. So just admire our beautiful view here and the sound of the rain hitting the roof of the barn. Take a deep in-breath into your heart center. Breathe the energies of earth and sky. Feel them merge with your heart flame. And exhale out every cell in every direction. Take a moment to reach your arms overhead and take a nice long full body stretch. Reaching the fingertips away from your toes. Again, feeling like you are 70% water and feeling as though even though you're stretching and lengthening, you're still melting into the earth. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, come to hands and feet raised. So reaching my fingertips skyward. I've got my toes spread wide, but I'm kind of pointing, the Barbie doll pointed feet, where the big toe ball joint kind of reaches up. 4, 3, 2, and sweep yourself right back to that long full body stretch. My hands will come back first, and then I slowly, now if your low back bothers you, do take your feet down first. Don't stress your low back. Come all the way back to that full body stretch. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes. Big inhale, and as you exhale, once again, bring the feet and the hands reaching toward the sky. Pointed feet, fingers spread wide, reaching straight up. Big inhale. As you exhale, see if you can't lift the shoulder blades off the floor and reach your fingertips towards your toes. And again, feeling your strong belly muscles engaging to keep you here. This core stabilization. Let's hold again for 8. You can, if you wish, to add a little something to it. Take one palm on top of the other and press your hands together as you're reaching your fingers towards your toes. 2 and 1. Inhale, coming back to the floor slowly, slowly lowering your legs, maybe pausing when they're just an inch or 2 off the floor, really using your strong, strong core muscles. And then squeeze your knees together, bring them in as much as you can to the chest without without any assistance, and then drop them over to the right side. Keeping your arms overhead if you're able. Coming to a nice twist here. Try to keep your left shoulder on the floor. At this point, if you want to take your right hand on top of your left knee, just giving it a little bit of assistance to come closer to the floor. Squeeze your belly in to go deeper into this twist. Drop your left shoulder towards your left shoulder. And take 3 breaths here. And to come out, let's bring both hands overhead. Squeeze that bottom knee up. Come back to where you're just hugging your knees into your chest as much as possible. It might lift so your hands are still overhead. You're just using your legs to squeeze them as much as possible. And then drop them over to the left. Nice and slowly, trying to keep the connection of the right shoulder to the floor. And then once gravity's taking you as far as it will go, maybe take the left hand onto the top of the right knee to assist it closer to the floor. Keep releasing the right shoulder towards the floor. Maybe your gaze is over your right shoulder, your head turns. Squeeze your belly button onto the front of your spine. Come deeper into the twist. And then reach both arms overhead again. Lift up that bottom leg. No help from the arms. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest. And now, if you would, take your straight arms up and plant the palms on the floor beside you. And then, if you're able and if you would like to find your way to shoulder stand, use your hands and get a little momentum to hoist your hips up. And then you're going to walk your elbows as close as you can toward one another. Keep walking them in, walking them in, walking them in. And then you find your hands coming as high up your back as you can. Now I still have my feet kind of behind my head because I want to get set up as best I can with my elbows close to one another, my hands far up my spine. Then what I'm going to do, pretend I have a string on my pelvis. I'm going to pull my pelvis closer in line with my head. And when I do that, that makes my feet, my knees, my hips, all of my joints stack. Barbie doll pointed feet, balls of the feet reaching toward the ceiling, toes spread wide. Squeeze your legs together. Keep inching your hands farther up your back and squeeze your pelvis in the direction of your face. And see if you can't stay here for 3 or 4 minutes. Inversions are very healthy to exchange the fluids that pool in our lower extremities for at least 5 minutes a day is one of the most beneficial things we can do for ourselves. This is also a really good stretch through the back of the neck. Pause and enjoy the rain. If you wish to take this to a twist, you can bring the left knee towards the right ear and let the right foot go towards the floor. Come back to center, readjust your hands, pull the pelvis towards your face, and then changing sides. Maybe the right knee comes towards the left ear, and the left foot reaches towards the floor. Coming back to center.
And this time, if you would like to release your feet behind you, coming into plow pose, maybe your toes are able to touch the floor. If they do, really lift the back of the knees toward the ceiling. Breathe. And when you're ready to come down, slowly lower, one vertebrae at a time. Once your back is down, slowly lower your feet to the floor. And prepare for Shavasana. Well-deserved rest after a period of activity. Turn your palms up. Allow your shoulder blades to press firmly into the floor and all of the muscles of your spine sort of melt around it. Gently rock your hips side to side a couple of times until you feel perfectly settled and grounded. Gently windshield wiper your feet side to side a couple of times and let them settle. Allow your eyes to sink deeply into your head. Corpse pose, drifting off to the deepest, most restful place